Are You Serious? The new show by Zell May. For y'all, the audience, we bring in all sports topics of the week and we ask, are you serious? So, as you see on the screen, we have, are you serious? NFL ties. Why in the world? Why in the world did I sit there and stay up late for work, be tired going to work, watch a game to almost midnight our time, 1 Eastern, to watch a tie? And I'm not talking about a tie you put on a suit on YouTube. I'm talking about a legit NFL tie, a game that left with no winner. I saw a crowd who just left a game. You know how rare it is to see a crowd just leave. That's the worst thing I've ever seen in the world. They just walked away. It was nothing. They wasn't sad. They wasn't happy. They just okay. That
Let's
happened.
say
I
you
watched.
left.
I watched the game be 40-40. A team waste time and kick a field goal to not lose a spot in the division. A coach who couldn't figure out, hey, time is running out. And if Golden would have caught the ball and they would have organized the play, I would have won my fantasy. So not only did I lose my fantasy by 2 because Golden, because he threw a horrible pass because he rushed it, I watched a game at 1 o'clock in the morning that ended with no winner. This ain't 11 o'clock game. This is not a 12 o'clock game. This is a game that ended at midnight. This is a game that ended at 12:38 my time. That means that some people on the East Coast, it was 2 o'clock and they didn't even see a win. Are you serious? A tie, Munray.
I mean, I the NFL during the off season, even including this year, they're gonna look at stuff like the tush push, kickoff rules, but they didn't look at anything overtime until the Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes fiasco twice. When I don't understand why they don't just take in college football, bro. If you gonna let that 10 minutes run out, you might well just go ahead and throw these two teams at the 20-yard line and be like, hey, whoever can't match the score of your opponent, you lose. And just be done with it. You won't even have games last 10 minutes in overtime if that happens. I promise you, you won't. They won't even be as tired. So I'm just saying, you can do that after the 10 minutes if you want to. But just take from college. Ties don't help nobody. Like I said, now we, you watch the game. It's just about you watch the game. That's about the best you get. And then the crazy thing, when you watch the second highest scoring tie in history, how do you feel? I don't know how to feel. I didn't know how I felt when I watched that game myself. I was like, oh, the Packers should have lost, but they tied. You know what? It's basically like you didn't play a game. It's almost what it feels like. I almost feel like you just didn't play a game. You just, y'all were just there and but just do something about the tie rule, man. Either just let them continue playing for another 10 minutes of overtime, or you do like college. Put them at the 20-yard line, sling it. Whoever don't get it, you lose.
No field goal. Somebody got to score a touchdown. Hollywood.
Exactly.
I
NFL
mean,
cards. Are they serious? Are they serious?
my reaction is more towards the players who always say when a game is tied, I didn't even know a game could end in a tie. Like, you know what I mean? That's my art. Like,
Shout
bro,
out to Donovan McNabb.
I mean, there has been 64 ties in the NFL since the establishment of overtime. So, you know what I mean? There has been 320 ties in total. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? We got to stop acting like this shit don't happen. For me, I'm not mad at it because I understand the NFL's approach. At the end of the day, the NFL is a conglomerate that's trying to make money, right? So, you know what I mean? Why, overtime is an extension of the game. So why shorten the extension of the game? You know what I mean? Why do that? You know what I mean? Like, we give y'all 10 minutes, both teams, to possess the ball. You got 10 minutes to put the ball. You was already putting up 40 throughout the first 60 minutes of the game. You can't score in these extra 10. You know what I mean? So I'm not mad at the league for the tie stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Could you implement college football rules and all that? You know what I mean? You probably could. But why do it at this point? You know what I mean? It been like it's not like ties are something that occur 3, 4, 5 times a season. Like, this is a once in a every 5 season occurrence or some shit like that. So to me, it's really not that serious. You know what I mean? To be honest.
Fair. I still was up at
Respectable.
I still was up at 1 a.m. and I don't like them wasting my time when I felt like I just watched a game that had no ending.
I
And I'm
wanted to
probably
keep
a little bit.
going.
I was probably a little upset too that Matthew Golden didn't get a chance to catch that ball during the game and win me my fantasy.
I
So
wanted to keep
I
going,
was
doggone.
already
Put
a
that
little
college
angry.
rules out there. Second overtime, 20-yard line. You're gonna win one way or the other.
Uniqo, how do you feel about ties? And we're not talking about the one around your neck.
I'm more upset that my Monday was not like at work. It wasn't filled with a whole bunch of cowboy slander. Like, man, I feel like the Packers let America down. It's like because Monday was gonna be like that's a great start to the week when like that storyline is so great. You know, Michael Parsons, other team, blah blah blah, and they just didn't. Man, they missed a golden opportunity, kind of like LeBron when he didn't make it to the finals to play Kobe. They missed a golden opportunity.
Nah, they just rob people of their money and time. Don't worry.
I wonder how you felt. I've never normally after a football game, the crowd like either cheer or boo the team. They felt the game ended and it was silent. Have you ever heard a silent ending? Like, that's the worst feeling in the world to have a silent ending. I'd rather the Packers just risk losing and go for it on fourth down. Like, yo, screw it. I would have respected them more. I just I just don't like time. Why are we tying? What are we tying for? We got another one. Are they serious excuses for Deion? Deion Sanders, my second favorite player ever behind Barry Sanders. I love and adore you. I appreciate you. But I don't know. The love you get from these media personalities and these football players is ridiculous. The excuses they make for you is is asinine. And I get it. I love you too. But I saw literally Ocho, Johnny Manziel, and Shannon Sharp say that he don't get the money to compete with Alabama, Texas, and all those other schools. He ain't competing with them. They basically in a mid-major conference. They lost to BYU. They got beat by BYU last year by 50. That's in their conference. BYU is not a big name school. They in fights with Houston and Colorado State. They are not fighting Alabama. That excuse would work if you get beat by the SEC. You aren't even playing the SEC team because you're not good enough to play the SEC team, and you're not bad enough where it's an off week for them. You are just there. You're playing lower mid-ranked teams and you're losing. BYU is ranked 24, 25, but do you really believe in that quarterback running 47? Do you really believe in them? Do you really think they're gonna be that good? They might be like, listen, Arizona State was in the game last year just from y'all division simply because Skattaboo was an amazing player and your quarterback really good. BYU doesn't have that. They probably gonna get blowed out if they make the playoffs. We're not talking about competing with Alabama and Texas. And he needs another job so he can get. He can't beat people at the same level as them. So the excuses I hear make all over ESPN and everybody that he needs to get out there and get a better job so he can get some money to get players. He can't beat the people at his level. What are we talking about? Uniqo. Are they serious Deion Sanders excuses for Colorado?
Man, listen, Dion got a man. Dion ain't got a top a first round quarterback anymore, and he doesn't have a Heisman winner. Like
He didn't win with them either, by the way. He got beat worse with BYU with that.
they're okay though. They were competitive. We watched them every week, you know. So
BYU beat him by 40 right down the road in the Alamo Dome, right down there.
it
And
is
they
what
both
it is.
played, by the way.
It is what it is. Just what's this year two
3.
for Colorado?
Year 3. I was from
I mean,
Mississippi
now
when
he's
he went
starting
to
all
Jackson
over.
State.
He had a solidified quarterback. I mean, we all know that quarterback is pretty much the most important part of a football team.
He didn't
So
win that division with him though.
I mean, but that he still didn't even get to get offensive linemen. Them offensive linemen suck.
He playing BYU. They got the
Uh,
greatest defense line in the world. Name the draft player they got from the defense line.
so I'm not trying to make an excuse for him. I'm just saying,
If he was losing to Alabama, I get it, right? Alabama got the greatest. They got D5 or D1 NFL player. You losing to Houston, dog? Come on now. None of them players making the NFL. I ain't got offensive line. You can't block Houston. No offense to Houston.
I passed the mic.
Are
Look,
they serious excuses for Deion Sanders in Colorado?
I don't keep it simple. They're cooked. That's all it is to it. They're cooked. They're cooked. It's over. They done. We can go and pack it in. They're gonna have a nice middling season of about 5-6. They're cooked. It's over with. A man just gonna be media making money for the school so he can be back next year and try to get some better players, but they're cooked. Next.
Hollywood. Are they serious? All the excuses for prime time.
All the excuses. Now I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I agree with you. Them saying, man, he ain't getting enough money to compete with. You right. Like they are in the Big 12 conference, right? You know what I mean? So let me hold on. Let me read y'all.
Arizona
You know what I
State
mean?
got beat by Mississippi State. Mississippi State, what Uniqo, what Mississippi State ranked in the SEC?
Let
Eighth,
me let
ninth,
me
10th.
let me tell you the teams that's in the Big 12, right? These the teams that he competing with: Iowa State, Arizona State, BYU, Houston, Texas Tech, Cincinnati, Utah, Baylor, Kansas, Kansas State, Arizona, TCU, the University of Central Florida, Oklahoma State, and West Virginia. You know what I mean?
Which
Now,
one got big
I'm,
money? Which
I'm
one
just
got
going
big
to
money?
say that's not a murderer's row of college football teams right there. You know what I mean? So,
Just
listen,
sound
I
like
get
all
it.
eight.
I get it. Prime is a beloved figure within the African American community and also amongst other African American sports figures. So, of course, there are going to be excuses given for him. But, you know what I mean? It's like Monray said. They looking cooked right now. And to be honest, until they fix the defensive line, because their run defense is straight barbecue chicken. Like whatever team, opposing team running back, when he see Colorado on the schedule, he like, listen, I know I'm about to go for at least a buck today. You know what I mean? I'm getting at least 5 yards to carry. You know what I mean? Against like, you know what I mean? I feel like they're not going to be an adequate team until they get better in the trenches, and that don't got nothing to do with money. You know what I mean? Well, it do because recruiting nowadays, the NIL and all that shit. I mean, they going where the bag is, but also, I mean, just find dogs, man. Just find people that, and also just coach them better. I just feel like they got all these celebrities on the coaching staff, all these former players, and all this shit. Y'all should be better than what you are.
Rick
You
Ross
got
can't give
Deion
you a
Sanders.
million to get you some players.
I'm
Lil
just
Wayne
saying,
can't give you a million.
you got
Trent
Deion
can't give you
Sanders, your
five.
coach, Warren Sapp coaching your defensive line, and they probably got some other niggas that was in the NFL that's on the coaching staff. Y'all should be way better than you are. So
At
stop
this point, we
making
just waiting on them to blow out by 40.
stop waiting, stop making the excuses for Prime. The team just not good. You know what I mean? They just don't. It's just not a good team, and we knew it wasn't going to be a good team. The year before he got there, they won one fucking game. You know what I mean? So to think in the second year, the third year, I mean, that they was about to be in the college football playoff. It's not happening. You know what I mean? And you know, I don't like none of the quarterbacks they got on their roster either. Like the boy Salter,
Do
he
we know
made
when
it.
Washington two ranked quarterback in the country coming
Yeah,
out?
well, I ain't see Lewis yet, so I can't say I don't like him. But Salter, he ain't really. I mean, and the white boy he ass. So yeah, man,
Like my
they
only
probably gonna.
problem is if the excuse was they win in all these games, but then they play Alabama and get blowed out, or
Of
Texas or
course they would,
I'm like, of course, okay, y'all are exactly right. But
bro.
you in a dogfight with Colorado State, which makes less money than you.
Nobody. If I'm gonna be honest,
Oh,
the way Alabama been looking, I don't know. They Colorado might have a chance,
oh
but
no, not now. That quarterback
they
finna get
they
hurt.
they for it. I feel like any SEC team would smoke Colorado right now. Like I mean, even a bottom tier SEC team would probably smoke.
You pretend like Vanderbilt and Mississippi State got the money to compete, but we see Vanderbilt beating really good teams right now with way
Right.
more money than them. I'm like, so your excuse he don't got the money, so he should go to another team. I'm like, so you just running, chasing something else. Prove what you got. Prove what you prove.
And I
You
don't
can
even
win
think
where
it's
you at.
that they only bad loss really was against Houston. You know what I mean? Georgia Tech, a ranked opponent, they only lost by a touchdown, and they only lost by 3 points to BYU. You know what I mean? So we could be talking about some totally different had they won those two games.
But they
I
lost
mean,
to Houston. Trust me, that school down there ain't got nobody.
yeah, Houston ain't. You know what I mean, like
Like that's what my excuse is. Y'all say is like you need money. That's my problem with the excuse. It ain't even that they ain't winning
we need
or
better
that the
coaching.
process ain't working. Y'all keep saying he need to go to another school because he ain't got money. I'm like, but if you looking as an organization, Houston don't make more money than you. You got
Right,
celebrities. You can at least get a few million from them.
right.
How you can't beat Houston? How you struggle with Colorado State every year when you had a Heisman Trophy winner? Colorado State wins 3 games and they fight you every year.
The rivalry game, man.
Yeah,
If,
rivalry games
listen,
always different.
if you play a team that win 3 games, you got the Heisman. I don't care about no referee. I'm the
Rivalry
Heisman.
game, man.
This,
It don't
yo,
matter how good. It don't matter how good or how bad Alabama and LSU is. It's always a rivalry. It's always a tough game, man.
but look at the teams you named. Both of them might have a Heisman Trophy win. Both of
I,
I guarantee
it
you
don't.
every
It
time you
don't
see
matter how good or how bad Florida and Florida State are. It's always a rivalry, man.
Monterey, every team you mention, I guarantee you got at least a top 3 round pick.
I don't know about Florida recently, but everybody else maybe.
I don't even
Colorado
remember
State
the
don't
last
got a player
Colorado
getting
State
drafted.
player to get drafted.
Colorado State ain't got a player that's getting drafted. And you got a Heisman.
What they did last year, they had 2 of them.
They
Who
did.
was
All right.
Colorado State? They get a player drafted.
Oh my Colorado! I think Colorado. My bad. Not
Colorado,
Colorado
I'm
State.
talking about
My bad.
Colorado
My
State. That's who they
bad.
lost.
Wrong one.
Let's see. They had
I was saying Colorado.
they had a basketball player drafted.
I was saying
Yeah.
Colorado because of Travis
The
Hunter and
last
Shador.
draft they had players that signed to the team. Trey McBride in 2022 is the last time they had a player drafted.
That's why I was talking about
Yeah,
Colorado, not
Trey
Colorado State.
McBride.
My
I
bad.
mean, he's pretty good.
That's all I'm saying. Listen, I don't listen. Prime, you can figure it out. You ain't getting fired because they need you because Colorado sucks. But I just tired of like the excuses be so wild that like he need to go to my Florida State and Miami to coach. I'm like, can he not
I
win?
mean, he should have been the Florida State coach. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. That's the alma mater. Why wouldn't you want Deion Sanders? That don't make sense.
I'm just saying. When you was at Jackson State, you was undefeated.
Should stay in the sweat. Next up, are they serious? The
Childhood.
Golden State nursing home. Listen, Al Horford, Draymond Green, Steph Curry. This team is old as dirt. What are we doing? Why are we putting them out here? I know Al Horford seems like he don't age, and these players seem to last forever. Steve Kerr, this is strictly for you. Why you can't develop players? Why do you suck at developing players? X's and O's is good. Every great player that you drafted early all seem to not work out and get traded because you want the oldest team ever, but so you don't have to really develop and coach. That's all it is. You literally don't develop players. There's not a player. Poole is the only player you develop, and all he do is take 30 shots a game and miss all of them. You haven't developed any player who wants to leave. Every young player wants to leave your school, I mean your team, because you bring in a nursing home because you don't want to develop nobody. And Mark Jackson developed your team. Let's be honest. I remember when LeBron dropped 60 on Klay Thompson, and they asked Mark Jackson, why you kept him in? He said, because he's going to learn how to play defense. He developed all those players. He developed Draymond Green. He developed Steph Curry. And then you got in, to your credit, great X's and O's coach, and helped them. But developing players, you sucked. And they're consistently going to give you credit because you took over another man's team as a great, still, I'm gonna give you credit as a coach. Not gonna say you suck like Doc, but you can't develop players. Now you got a Golden State nurse home that I gotta watch, run around a bunch of old people, and ruin my TV experience every week. Uniqo, the Golden State nurse.
Hell, somebody's a little upset over there, but okay. And I ain't talking about baby Hollywood. I'm talking about your ass, though, babe.
Just gotta watch this man.
So that whole running around through screens and that whole offense they've been doing all that's not gonna work no more, right?
Maybe they might just start knocking people out because they old and can't move.
You can't run that kind of off like OKC runs that kind of can run that kind of offense.
Shout out for getting signed today, by the way.
That this gonna be probably the most boring Warriors basketball we've seen. That's where I'm at because it's I'm not seeing it. It's gonna be a whole bunch of Al Horford middies. You know Draymond can't score, and then Curry, okay, do what you can. Then we don't even know what we about to get out because he still hates you niggas. So yeah, that's where I'm at, man. This is insane.
Monterey, the Golden State nursing home.
The Golden State Nursing Home is the NBA version of the Pittsburgh Steelers. They we ain't getting no young people. We getting these old, behind the 8 ball, past their prime quarterbacks, and we gonna stave off the eventual rebuild. They've been doing that ever since Ben, and it's been how many years now? We've had Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, Drake,
We had Kenny Pickett. He was the only young one, and right now he's currently a backup getting traded around places and have yet to start for the Browns. Yeah, they basically sound like the Pittsburgh Steelers to me. And even if we can go back to when Ben was there too long. Ben Ben really could have retired 2 years before he really did. He just, he was still out there, And I respect Ben. I'm just not. I'm just saying, like, his physical skill set had diminished, past the point where he was able to really be efficient out there. I was like, bro, like this. It just sounds like the NBA version of the Pittsburgh Steelers. They just like, hey, get these players that might be a little bit behind the eight ball. Get them for the cheap. Gonna make them go work for it. Put them in here and that high, that high flying, really fast, quick moving up and down the floor Golden State offense. Yeah, that's over with. Yeah, that's done. We finna get the half court, get Steph open offense for the Golden State Viking Warriors. That'd be good. The Golden State Vikings. They're finna
I
put out
can't
this
wait to
half
watch
court
them
offense.
play
Over here,
a,
right?
a San Antonio Spurs team with like 5 starters that's all 26 and under and legit. Or the OKC Thunder with the same thing. And then, we talk about Houston who got Armin Thompson with Kevin Durant now. Kevin Durant, but at least they got Armin Thompson.
It's crazy. It used to be the San Antonio Spurs had one of the older but very efficient teams of the league. Now they got one of the youngest. And now you look at the Golden State Warriors, used to have all young people. Even when they won their first ring, all the players was in and around low 30s at best. Now, hey, Steph, what, 37, 38? Oh.
No, it's crazy. Steph Curry, one of the youngest ones.
So, I don't tell you, man.
I don't know what's going on, team. That Golden State nursing home. I don't know. Steve Kerr, Jordan need to slap you again. My
If
bad.
they win a championship, can we call it Elder Ring?
Oh, my God.
Elder Ring. They ain't win no championship. We don't believe in that team. They got Al. No offense to you, but no, we ain't doing that.
Hey, I
That
But
respect
would have
Al
been
Horford's
very
champions.
difficult.
I do too. But how the Golden State
Golden
nursing
State, yeah, man. Steph Curry, one of my all-time favorite players. So, like, just to see, the team they putting around him in his twilight years is crazy. Like, Al Horford, my pop age, dog. Like, why is he? You know what I mean? You know, like he's the same age as my pop, dog. Why are you playing? Like, I just feel like looking at this roster right now, 37-year-old Steph, 36-year-old Jimmy Butler, 35-year-old Draymond, Buddy Hill's 32. You know what I mean?
team, but
Gary Payton Jr., the second 32. But they do got a lot of 20 something
He
niggas.
ain't so much junior no more, is he?
Yeah, right.
Calling the big
Kaminga's
one at this point. Shoot.
now if
I mean, he don't want to play with them. He just
kid don't want to be there. But I don't know. Golden State, as long as they got Steph Curry, they'll be playing eligible. But yeah, this team is we it's over. Like that, the run they had is over. That championship window is closed. It's like bolted shut. Especially with this roster, they not sniffing the finals. Like not with this. And also, you bring in Al Horford. Like what
Jimmy
is
Butler, Al Horford,
like what is Al Horford supposed to do against Wemby and Jokic? Like
foul.
Bring him out. Bring him out there.
Him and Draymond
like
Green
Defend them.
foul.
Defend them.
What is Al Horford supposed to do against Sengun and niggas like that? Anthony Davis. Like come on.
Foul.
Defend them. The same thing he did last year. He will defend them.
No, he don't. I'm gonna tell you something. He don't got guards out there that can defend like Jalen Brown.
He don't got Drew Holiday and them backing him up right
You know
now.
what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
You just one on one though. You ain't got the help.
Yeah, I just think I don't know. Golden State, y'all had a good run, but it's over. Y'all too old.
I believe. I believe in them. I believe they can get to the
It's a young
playoffs, man.
man's game, dog.
I believe they can get to the playoffs, man. They schooled them young men last year. I believe they can get to the playoffs
Y'all
again.
best two players, 36 and 37.
Hey. So is Kevin Durant. I believe they get there and they healthy. Sky's the limit. They can give one last gasp like Deku in My Hero Academia, man.
One
Kevin
last.
Durant also got Armin Thompson, who's like what 21 superstar.
We ain't talking about that right now.
You know what I'm saying? He got a 21-year-old superstar out there,
Don't we bringing up them good points.
and an elite defender. So
Silence.
last but not least, a little short stint. Jackson Scat is running through New York. New York City is electrified at Jackson Dart, who threw for 110 yards and ran for 60 some yards, but he had 3 touchdowns. And the first win of the New York Giants season. They are excited in New York. They are ready. I even heard Richie Cognito and Gerald on this new show in the arena say He's a future superstar. I told y'all last year. I told y'all Jackson Dart is the best quarterback in the draft. Talent wise, he's the best. He's extremely fast. The only problem I have with him is if he throw a pick, he gonna throw 4 or 5. That's how he do. If he throw one, he'll throw 4 or 5. But next game he be all right. That's the problem he had at Ole Miss. The reason Ole Miss struggling at certain times is the one game bad game he have, he makes sure it's horrible. But other than that, he's an elite player, and as long as somebody can coach that out of him, I think they'll be great. I don't know about superstar, but listen, the Jackson Dart project with Skattaboo looks fun. Skattaboo, I think he's gonna be a very fun running back. Mike Allstat, like, is he gonna be like the elite runner who gonna run for 200 yards a game, 150? No, he runs fairly straight. He doesn't find holes well, but you can throw him the ball in the flat, and he's just gonna run over everybody. You can run him up the middle, and if he have a hole, he running over everybody. Mike Allstat, NFL Hall of Famer. I would love that on my team. So shout out to the Giants. Do they have hope? Uniqo, Jack and Scat. Is New York serious right now with this? Are they calling
No,
superstars?
no, not how you won that game. No, like you doing some stuff where they ain't got no film on you, so you running around and getting first downs and stuff. All right, we got it. Okay, give him a couple games when they catch on to what he be doing. No, he gotta sit in that pocket. Like, yeah, you use your legs, but you know it's cats like Lamar Jackson in the league that's like way faster than you, and they can still be catching him. Watch this.
Monray. Jackson and Scat combo that got New York ignited. Are they serious?
Okay. Next game, they go to New Orleans and they play the Saints. They may not win another game after that. I'm gonna go ahead and be good. They may not win another game after that. So Giants fans, I'm happy for you. I'm happy y'all got this really clutch win because the Chargers decided to charge and run out of energy. I'm gonna be real. Y'all schedule is still ugly. Your quarterback, and also I respect Jackson Dart. I'm glad he got his first win. It may not be many more of them this season. Mainly because he didn't throw the ball particularly well.
Well,
They
he
did.
did at the beginning, but then his one got hurt, and he just said, "Screw it."
Yeah, and so I'm getting to that too. Like, mind you, his one wide receiver who's really like a top, at least top 10 wide receiver in the league, arguably top 5, is gone for the year. What are you going to? Like, I'm telling you right now, he's not a running back. He ain't running, 50 yards on everybody. Like, look, he'll look good next week, probably against Saints because they suck. But outside that, bro, it's not looking good. So, it might really be rough. Dable might still get fired. And now if I'm gonna be real. If Dable can pull 3-4 more wins out of this season, he might can stay. But I'm gonna tell you right now, they schedule look ugly. Like after the Saints, they got the Eagles. So the reality is gonna hit real quick, like most likely. And I'm not really trying to wish. I'm just like, look, this Dart and Scat. Hey, sell it as much as you can this week and next week, because after that, yeah, the clock might strike midnight. This might be over with, and that first round draft pick gonna look real, real interesting. You know, but listen,
One day I got to step up for the team. 17. Shout out to him, really good player, by the way. I don't know how we gonna see how he look when he got to be had the one corners on him though. So that's gonna be very interesting. We're gonna see Hollywood. The Jackson stats. I heard somebody say potential superstars in New York. Are they serious?
Yeah, I mean, they could be superstars in New York, but we just gonna slow the roll real quick. I mean, it's one game. Yeah, I mean, but we all been watching the NFL for quite some time. You know what I mean? Sometimes all you need is new life at the quarterback position to inject some type of, winning streak into your team. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it is just one game, but it could be the start of something else. You know what I mean? Cam, Skattaboo, he kind of remind me of, I feel like he is like Peyton Hillis 2.0. You know what I mean? He could be what Peyton Hillis was with the Browns when he had
Hopefully
that
not with the
one
injury
spec.
though.
Forgot about Payne Hillis.
You know what I mean? When he had that one spectacular year that got him a Madden cover. You know what I mean? But
Then
I
the
mean,
Madden curse got him with them injuries. There, you see
yeah,
that.
Madden curse definitely hit him hard. But you know what I mean, Monray was right though. Their schedule after this game against the Saints, fuck the Saints, gets very brutal. But like I said, you never know. You know what I mean? Sometimes rookies just come in and they turn the culture of the team around. They turn the vibe of the team around. Like, look what Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels did last year. You know what I mean? For two teams that we thought was going to be bad, and then they wound up in the playoffs. So, you know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying Jackson Dart is on the level of Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels, but there is examples of rookies injecting life into a team and leading them somewhere. So, you know what I mean? Do I think that's going to happen this year? Probably not, because that schedule is a little bit too insurmountable after the Saints game, in my opinion. But hey, anything can happen.
Any given Sunday.
Shout out to the great white hope out there in New York.
See, we blame the Chargers. If the Chargers hadn't just botched that game, we wouldn't even have had this discussion. So we blame the Chargers for charging. You know.
Yeah.
It's the Jackson Stacks debate.